Have you lost or given up on your dreams? Well, this is the first and the biggest cause of depression and settling for a mediocre life. When I shifted my career as a single mom, it wasn't exactly according to my plan, but I was determined to live my truth, and that ultimately meant turning my back on my old career and my old lifestyle, that drive yourself into the ground lifestyle. And to be honest, I thought that my dreams would just have to wait. And then they disappeared. See, with being a mom and trying to keep myself sane and healthy, I had to focus. But there came a moment of awakening where I heard a call. I mean, it literally kind of came from inside of me, but then there were these signs that started to appear outside of me. And by call, what I mean is I was feeling this pull, this call to get back into the media, to get back on stage, and to share my insights and what I'd learned about healing and living authentically. And I ultimately reconnected to my inner motivation and basically took a look at my entire life, which was a full mix of joy and regret. See, living here on the French Riviera and caring for my daughter full time allowed me to take a step back and go deep. I began this very deep spiritual work and healing and self-care to recover from burnout. But then I started to have this nagging sense of not really living fully in all areas of my life. And so I started to ask a series of questions, and I began to really shift my thinking. Ultimately, I made a plan that honored all of me and my values. And I've been able to take this new awareness of what allows me to be successful, along with knowing where I get myself tripped up. And so over the last several years, it has allowed me to write and contribute to 10 books. Through my agency, Make Your Mark Global, I have published an additional 7 books for other people and some luminaries. I've delivered 3 TEDx presentations, one of which has gotten over 2.5 million views. And I've gotten the initial production and financing underway for a new documentary film and launched a new health and wellness media platform. And I did all of this while doing this deep personal growth and healing, and it inspired me. It inspired me to start working with the other luminaries from around the world who were also recovering from burnout and looking for a new way to do life. So working with them in person, in groups, and in one-on-one mentoring, using a system that leads to clarity, conviction, and completion. And it's all about getting you out of the old programming. You know, that programming where you're looking for validation and approval from other people, trying to live up to other people's expectations or for society's rules that you need to fit in. And instead, it helps you to really align with who you really are. Now, all of this started with these in-depth questions, and it's part of the Best You Yet workshop that I lead. It includes setting you on the hero's journey to achieve your goals and live life on your own terms. So, I invite you to join me in this process. It starts off with 2 half-day workshops. It is live, it is interactive with me. I will actually be going through the process with you so that I can actually be preparing and setting myself up for my best me yet in the year to come. So click the link in the description and join me for the Best You Yet workshop.